Alright traders, we're looking at S&P 500 mini futures. We're going to be using price action. The market right now open, the New York session. And what does the market tell me? Well, right now I can see that the bias is very neutral. We're basically going sideways. And what's more important is that every trend on my chart played out. Every short-term channel played out. So this means that I don't right now know exactly what is the bias, where the market is heading, since everything played out and we are very neutral. Okay, and as a trader, you first need to identify the context and then look for patterns. Beginner traders, they look for patterns and they try to force the setup on the market, but you first need to identify the structure and then look for patterns that will confirm the structure. So everything played out, which means for me that I'm pretty much not looking for trades. I'm just right now at this moment patient, letting market unfold its cards. I'm just going to be working with the candlesticks in front of me. I have a very broad two-legged pullback, second entry long, but it doesn't mean nothing because we're not pattern traders. You cannot be simple pattern trader where everything played out. Okay, you need good structure and the pattern is going to confirm the structure. And here everything played out. Steep leg, break second leg up. Okay, every trend played out, so I cannot take second entry long. It means nothing. So I'm just still being patient. I'm just still waiting. I'm just going to draw a channel working lower. It's actually okay to even draw a channel a little bit wider because you still get the second swing here, okay, and the structure is still intact. So when the structure is unclear like this, nothing really much established, what I'm going to do is just follow the most recent structure, okay? I'm just going to navigate the price action, follow the most recent structure, follow the footprints of the big players. And right now this is telling me that they want to see new low for this downtrend following the trendline rule. I have a second entry show right here. It's not the best one. Number one, you can see EMA in all these bars. You broke above EMA. And also, I don't like that the potential channel is a tighter with the break new low. Okay, there's too many negatives. I didn't take it. I mean, it's not a terrible trade because wider channel fits great, but it's definitely more aggressive trade. You're taking more risk on a trade like this. If you get a lower high confirming this, it's a little bit more high probability. Okay, we have a break new low, downtrend played out. So you can see I have these key levels on the chart because it looks like a small trend range. So I'm just going to identify key levels because this is pretty much the only thing I have to work with. And I'm just going to follow short-term trend line rule. You end up having high low, okay, but it's not a really great trade. If this at least was a failed second entry short, I could like this trade more. But just plain high low, doesn't confirm much. It's not that great of a trade, so I don't think this is a great trade. Once again, if this was a failed second entry short, yes, it's okay. But plain high low, not as strong. You have overshoot, which means we can have stronger pullback in the opposite direction. Break below EMA confirming seller's eye in the market, and market reverse down like this. So I'm just going to redraw. Downtrend working lower. Market is breaking a little bit higher, and we have massive spike down. Okay, this is quite unusual. You can see how slow the price action was, and you have massive spike down. So once you see this, you're a little bit more careful because it looks like something happened, some news came in or whatever. Or you can just see is that it's completely different than what the price action was doing previously, just massive sharp spike down. You were breaking low. So you're just going to be patient for a while, but still you can see unclear buys for the most part. Okay, key levels are broken, channels played out, so still nothing much to hold on to. You just have to remain patient. Let's see what's going to happen. You have two-legged pullback, no trigger below bear bar, you cannot go short. Also, you're breaking your low. You have a mini second entry long, but it's a doji below EMA. At this point, I like connecting these swings and drawing wider channel like this. We have uptrend in play. So now it finally looks like we may have good confirmed structure. So now I'm looking for second entry long at the key entry point, at the EMA, okay? Because I have bounces here, confirming the channel. It looks like we finally have direction in this market. I'm going to redraw the downtrend, but you can see how deep the retracement is. I was still thinking about a high low of EMA to test the new high, but market retraced all the way down. So this is not ideal. I'm just going to redraw the downtrend. Now, I see push above EMA. So because this uptrend was the bigger pattern compared to this downtrend, I'm looking more for second entry long to test new high rather than testing new low here. Because in price action, your best bet is to follow the rule the bigger patterns take precedence. Okay, so can I get second entry long? What if you get high low here? I can't take high low because this downtrend is in play. If I have some nice broad break push to new low, Halo is enough. This downtrend is so seamless and so steep. You know, it's too strong. I need at least felt second entry short or second entry long. Okay. I have a breaking new high of the secondary channel. This is not what I wanted to see. Okay, because now I have 2 legs up. Just going to redraw the downtrend. You can see I cannot take second entry long now because I have a downtrend in play. And I have 1 leg break, second leg up. Okay. And we're just going sideways. So once again, neutral price action. So at this point, I'm forgetting about new extreme for this channel and this channel. We're simply too far away from it. We're going way too sideways. This is still too neutral. At this point when I'm trading, the market is very boring and I have yet to take a trade. I haven't taken a trade till this point because simply nothing much to take, okay? Everything is just whipsawing up and down. New extremes are not being tested as perfectly. Unclear bias, key level is not really static. So you have to really be patient as a trader. Just going to remain patient now. Let's see what's going to happen. Market is trending down. Okay. I have a second entry short. I like drawing now wider downtrend, something like this. But I have potential overshoot, and moreover, I have a short-term channel that is still in play. So I cannot take second entry short. I would need lower high confirmation trade. That never happened. And market traded all the way down, and we have overshoot. It looks like overshoot. If I'm going to widen it to this point, it still looks like overshoot. I don't like widen it all the way here. You can even tell that it looks a little bit too oversold. You can tell this channel is not really that healthy. It looks like overshoot. The bottom dropped. You're going to extend the key levels so you know how they react once price action gets closer to it. And once again, the rule is if you're not sure if there's overshoot or not, always follow the overshoot because it's always better to miss a trade than to have unnecessarily losing trade. So I'm going to redraw uptrend working higher. Okay. No good setup anyway. Market is trending higher. As long as I'm above EMA, I'm definitely not thinking about selling. Okay, break of the trend line. You can see you have overshoot. Actually, equal overshoot. This is very common. Equal overshoot leads to a break. So now we're actually playing with the idea, okay, it looks like broad pullback. You can see how EMA is starting to go sideways. So this is important because we're going sideways now, which means there is no bullish reversal. It looks like a trend range. So you can always combine downtrend with the range structure. So I want to see push below EMA and lower high or felt second entry long below EMA. We had overshoot, however, and this can generate stronger pullback. So I cannot take a lower high above EMA. This is not good enough for me just yet, okay? The push below EMA is really needed. Even without overshoot, you need push below EMA, let alone after potential overshoot. At this point, you need a felt second entry long below EMA. Can I get push below EMA? You get a second entry short here, but I mean, it's quite ugly. It's double high probability setup, but you cannot enter below bull bar. Then you have to select this bar. Okay, double bar entry, and you need to use limit order, and it would never come back because it already reaches the scalp. So even though technically you can consider, you cannot enter at the bottom because it's too big, and limit order would never come back. Okay, you have another mini second entry short. I actually took this trade because I see break over the channel. I expect new low. You can tell that this leg down has a break new low. So this is a clue that there's going to be stronger pullback, but I like using deeper limit order. Once again, double bar entry. I wouldn't enter at the bottom without limit order because there's too many negatives, okay? Too many conflicting variables. You have downtrend break new low. You have potential low today. It's a double bar entry, so I'm going to mark it, but you need to use limit order here. I managed to get the scalp here. Okay, and we're on our way to test the new low. Okay, so we still expect new low, and this is quite common. Overshoot can sometimes generate quite a longer way to test the new low, okay, because there's stronger presence of buyers, so it's just not going to drop lower. It can just hover to the downside like this. But I want to see really some nice trade. You have just a bunch of first entries above EMA. I mean, these are not bad, just a little bit more advanced. If this was at least, yeah, this is not second entry short. If this was at least second entry short, I mean, you have some key level here, maybe 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's not as bad. But once again, a little bit more advanced. It's a triple test. Nice juicy bar. Can I get lower high below EMA? No. You get a bearish bar here. And also you break this low, so I'm treating this more as a first entry short rather than lower high, but the signal bar is so bad anyway. Can I still get some setup? Inside bar here, I cannot take. Okay, new low, first entry short. Second entry short, break new high. Push below EMA. Once again, you don't get real chance to enter. You have sketchy bar above EMA. Can I get lower high below? You have a lower high above here. Okay, you have uptrend break new high, which means uptrend played out. Okay, you can tell you are making lower high, so you still need a new low tested following the trendline rule. Uptrend played out. Once again, not a terrible trade. You can basically view it as some form of a triple test, but way too advanced. I can mark it, but I need something below EMA. Once again, not a bad setup here. It's quite okay because after overshoot, you can see you're going lower, but it's a very weak push down, so you can sell above EMA. Can I get something below? Here I have new low first entry short, second entry short. You can reset the count and a failed second entry long. You're not full at the EMA, so not ideal, but it's decent enough. You still need new low. I'm actually gonna mark it red. This is not a bad trade because now really drop lower. You're really gonna test new low. It's not a bad trade. Break, down triple with the break new low. Perfect price action, and now we get a new market cycle, but the market is about to close. So this is the overall structure for today. It was not an easy day to trade. If you struggled, it's definitely okay. You're not alone because the bias was uncertain for the most part. Only here you finally have clear structure and you expect new extreme, but also you're not fully below EMA, so it's hard to really identify great trade. So it's not really great structure to trade. It's simply part of trading. You cannot really beat yourself too much about this. Market is simply sometimes without direction like this, okay? This can happen. Sometimes it's not your fault. It's not your chart reading abilities. The market is simply just all over the place. The bias is very neutral, nothing really established, and you really have to pay extra attention to not trying to force your trades, because if you force a trade and there is no structure, you just feel the need to pull the trigger. That's how you're going to make the stupid mistake. They will haunt you. So it's always better not to take a trade for the day rather than forcing uncertain trade. I'm going to wrap it up. I hope you had a good trading day. I'm going to talk to you next time. Good luck in your trading.